It is one of the most crowded primary battles shaping up in this year's elections, the fight for Nashville's newly formed 5th Congressional District. But who exactly will appear on the ballot and who won't? That answer got a little clearer this week after Governor Bill Lee returned a residency requirement bill back to state lawmakers without his signature. As News Channel 5's Jason Lamb tells us, in doing so, the governor may have sidestepped a nasty political battle.
The new law requires a candidate for the U.S. Congress to live in Tennessee for 3 years before an election in order to qualify for a state primary. At least one Republican candidate in the race for the 5th Congressional District, Morgan Ortagus, does not meet that requirement. Even though the law is in effect, the Tennessee Secretary of State's office says the law will not impact any candidates in this year's primary. Here's a timeline to explain why. Both houses of the legislature passed the bill by March 28th, and on April 1st, they handed it over to the governor. After that, the governor had until April 13th, yesterday, to take action on the bill. And yesterday, the governor didn't veto the bill, but he returned it to the legislature without signing it, meaning it becomes law anyway. But 6 days earlier, April 7th, was the filing deadline for candidates in the state primary. And the Secretary of State's office says since the bill didn't become law until yesterday, candidates who met the earlier filing deadline aren't subject to the new requirements. For his part, the governor's office said through a spokesperson today, "We feel the voters are best able to determine who should represent them in Congress."
And I think the governor found a way not to get into the fight. He allowed the bill to go into law, but he didn't pick sides. By signing it before the qualifying deadline would have said, you can be on the ballot, you can't be on the ballot.
Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.